Morning, guys. Staying here from Rocky Creek. It's pretty early, but you can see we got the $60 DIY transport trailer set up, and we need to get it pulled around back because we got to actually take Henry to the vet at a local university. So let me get pulled around, and we're going to try to get him loaded up. It's kind of early. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but we got to get it done because we got to drive about an hour to get him taken care of, and we'll explain what's going on once we get down there. So let's get over there. All right, guys, so they're gonna get really loud because they think it's time to eat. Let me work on getting them squared away, getting him in the crate, and then I'll explain what's going on. All right, guys, so all I got left to do is I will cover him up with the tarp to try to keep some wind off of him, especially on the front side. But let me try to get a look and show you what's going on with him and why we're taking him to the vet. So, sorry about the sunlight, but if you can see, his testicle area is extremely swollen. So I'm really pressed for time though, so I need to get finished uploading him, and I'll explain the whole thing on the car ride on the way up. All right, guys, so we're in the vehicle heading up to the university. Hey, I told you when we started this journey, it was sort of gonna be uncut. Yeah, you got modified videos and stuff, because trust me, y'all don't want to see everything because it'll be boring. However, you know, you're gonna see the good, the bad, and the ugly in terms of this stuff. So give you an idea of what's going on with Henry. So the breeder that I've gotten my Coonies from, she's fantastic. And she had 3 babies, 2 boys, 1 girl. Olivia and another boy were from the same litter, and then Henry was from another litter. Now, Olivia and the brother were the exact same colors. Of course, just like the chicken, especially with my daughter, thought, hey, let's get a variety of colors. So I got Henry. Now, she did tell me herself that about a week prior to us coming, she did notice kind of some changes in one of his testicles, and so she was a bit concerned that he might have a hernia or something similar. But she said she knew that I was going to get him castrated, or at least him, and we were going to leave Mater intact. So she's like, hey, if it is a hernia, if you get him castrated, they usually can take care of both things at one time, and it's not a big deal. So I went ahead and took him. I had said in a recent video that we're like full on in planning mode for a new addition at the Homestead. So I had planned all along to get it addressed, but I was going to wait till after this other new addition arrived. Well, I noticed his left testicle has really gotten swollen over the last few days. So I contacted the university. They got a vet that specializes in pigs, and she's awesome. And the earliest she could get him in was today. So I got to get him up there first thing this morning. Now, I wasn't expecting that as soon as I loaded him up on the trailer that he was just going to have like crazy amounts of diarrhea. I hope that's just stress and that it's not more complications with what he's got going on. So we got about an hour drive. So we're gonna go there and we're gonna get him dropped off, and hopefully everything will go smooth and we'll get some good news. And at the end of the day, he'll be coming home and he'll just be fixed, and whatever problem he's got going on will be addressed. So we'll find out when we get there. Hey, did you survive the ride other than making a huge mess? All right, guys, we just got home from dropping Henry off at the vet's office. Gonna kind of just do a walk around, do a little quick check on the animals real quick, because I was in kind of a rush. I got them all fed real fast, but then we had to get going. So I just want to double check and make sure everybody's good. But so let me explain a little bit about what's going on with Henry. I'm gonna throw these strawberries into these chickens real quick. Y'all want some strawberries? Here y'all go. Ready? Everybody run for him. Nah? Y'all don't approve? I guess they don't like strawberries. Maybe I should have given them to the pigs. Draw, Olivia. You lonely? You miss your buddy? I wouldn't think you would. You're so mean to him normally. You just play hard to get. The lady that we get our coonies from, she was very upfront and told us that she had seen some signs in Henry's testicle that had her a little concerned about that something was going on. So we took him anyways, and we had noticed that in particular his left testicle was a bit larger than his right. When we first got him though, the difference was very subtle. It wasn't very major, so we didn't really think much about it. And we had planned all along to get him castrated and get that dealt with as well. What research we had done based off of what we had seen is that it was a scrotal hernia, which I guess is common in male pigs, and particularly I think it was like 70% of them affect the left side of the testicles. So we were planning to wait probably about another 3 weeks or so to get it actually done though, but we had noticed over the last probably week to week and a half that it was really kind of getting bigger, and I really didn't want to wait any longer. So I called the university, spoke with, they have an awesome vet there who, she works on all large animals but specializes in pigs. And so we got him up there. Of course, she told us if it was bothering him to bring him up sooner, but he was perfectly happy. He kind of was walking a little funny, but I think I don't know, it could be tender or it could just be that he just knows something ain't right. But otherwise, he seemed very happy and was functioning just fine. So we didn't rush him up there. We just got him up to the first business day that was available. So she checked him out when we got him there, and she seems to think that most likely it's going to be a hernia. She said that, she's going to go ahead and I guess when she goes in to do the castration, she'll fix the hernia first, and then she'll go into the castration part of it. But we got Henry here. We're going to take care of him. That's one thing I'm not going to do. I'm never going to neglect my animals and not take care of them. And I'm going to also do it in the most humane way that I know to do so. So just want to give you an update on that. And we're going to take care of a few things around here that I got to get done that's not really homestead related. It's just some things I need to get done. And I'm just going to wait for the phone call. So they said it'll probably be a couple hours. Said surgery itself, they might take about an hour, but then just a matter of time for the anesthesia to wear off. So just gonna wait on the phone call, and I'll give you an update on what she had to say about him as soon as we get that phone call. All right, guys, so I was in the middle of breaking down the tent from when me and Madison had our little camp out night, and the vet just called me and said that Henry is all done with his surgery. She indicated that everything went really well, and she figured out what was the cause of his problem. So we're gonna go pick him up, and when we get back here, we'll talk about what she had to tell me. So let's go get him. Let's get back to the house. All right, guys, so I just got home with Henry. He's He's okay. He's still under heavy anesthesia right now. So when the vet called me, like, he was just starting to come out of his anesthesia, but she told me just go ahead and come get him that way. She thought maybe it'd be less stressful for him on his ride, because she did say that there's no way around it, his large amount of diarrhea was most likely stress induced from the whole loading him up and getting him moved and stuff. So I'm gonna let him kind of just settle here. I'm waiting on my buddy to get here. He's gonna help me carry the crate in, so that way he's not bouncing all around. And once we get him unloaded, we'll go over what the vet all had to tell us about it. Are you very concerned about him? You worried about your buddy? What do you think about your brother? Do you care, or you just want food? So, what's wrong? What are you doing in there with him?
Hey, at least you know that one's gonna go.
Alright guys, first I'm going to assure you that Henry's okay right now, so don't be freaking out about how you see him acting. It's just him trying to come out of anesthesia, and he's not all there. But anyways, we were right in what we were thinking is that he did indeed have a hernia. Sorry, chickens are laying eggs right now. He did indeed have a hernia, and the doctor went in there and they could see where there was a hole that was where his intestines was coming through. She was able to, gosh, they are loud right now, those chickens. But anyways, she was able to stitch it up. She really made sure she got it really good. She went ahead and got him castrated, so all that was good. She said other than that, now of course we talked about our tick problem. She did find 2 ticks on one of his legs, and she removed those. She said overall though his health was really good. He's weighing about 40 pounds. She says he's where he should be, and she doesn't foresee him having any future issues with his hernia. She did say that it will probably take him till later on this evening before he's kind of fully aware of what's going on, and for us just to check on him every now and again to make sure. But he seems like he's fine, so it was pretty cute. When we got him in here, we set the crate down with the door open and just kind of let him work on his own getting out. Well, coonies are definitely pair animals or herd animals, and Miss Olivia, she climbed in the crate with them. She laid there with them, and then eventually at some point, probably about 30 minutes later, Henry had worked his way out of the crate, sort of crawling and falling. And I picked him up and set him up here, at least on a straw, so he's on something good and dry. So the vet says that these types of hernias are fairly common. They don't happen all the time, but they are fairly common, and most times they can be corrected. It cost us $180 for both the castration and for the... You gonna roll over, buddy? Oh, man down.
He already rolled over.
I feel bad for her, but it is kind of funny. Olivia, stop messing with my camera. Hey, Olivia. All right, so I had to get the camera. Olivia keeps messing with the stand for it. So like I said, it was $180. That was for the castration and for the hernia repair. I got lucky since it's at a local university. She was able to use him as a teaching opportunity for some of the students, and so that helped us get a little bit of a discounted price since she could count it as a lesson and not just as a service to a customer. So we're going to monitor him over throughout the day and each day moving forward. They did give me some medicine that I'll give him. We'll give it to him twice a day. It'll help with some pain and inflammation. Some people I know will say, I can't believe you take a pig to an actual vet. We just do that stuff at the farm where we come from. Hey, if that's what you want to do, I got all the respect in the world for you. I view it as I'm not raising, hundreds of heads of an animal. I only have a few here. And for me, I want to raise them as humanely as possible. Even though we raise some of these animals here for meat, I still want to raise them as humanely as possible, and which is affordable for me. So, if I got to spend $180 to let him have anesthesia, have a pain-free surgery that's done by a vet, and medication to follow up on, then I think that money is well worth it. So guys, just want to share that with you in case you end up purchasing a pig and you notice what's going on. Maybe it'll give you an idea of what it is and how to address it, and that it's not something that you need to be overly worried about, but obviously you need to address the issue. So we're going to monitor these guys. We appreciate you hanging out with us. Hopefully this little tidbit of information helped you out, and we'll see you here real soon on the next video.